Hey guys, Jade from BIZassist. I just wanted to put together a quick little video just to demonstrate how the onboarding process actually works with us and how we would get you on once you've decided that you would like to be on board with us. So, first things first, we'll respond to your inquiry. When we're responding to your inquiry, we're trying to figure out how many hours you might need us per week, roughly speaking, and how we might be able to help you with which specific tasks. Now, for some clients, they might have no idea how many hours they will actually need us. And in that case, we might charge in a different manner than just putting together an hourly package. If we can put together some kind of an estimation as to how many hours we might expect, then we'll do that and we'll put you onto a package where we can. Now, if we find after a couple of weeks or months that the package that we've put you on is not quite right for you, we will amend that and we will fix it up for you. So we do keep track of these things so that we know how long we might be going over or if we're right on time. Now, back to kind of the first bit, the onboarding bit. Now, once you've inquired with us and we've got that rough idea as to how long your job might take and how we're going to actually charge for doing the job for you, then we can move on to the next bit. So, our goal is to find out the way that you want us to do your tasks for you. So, number one, do you want anything to be improved? So, if you're moving from paper invoices, as an example, you're writing them out, you're actually handwriting out these invoices in a little paper book, you might want to move towards something a little bit more sophisticated to present your business a little bit more professionally. We can assist with that. So, we can actually put that stuff together for you and incorporate that into how we go about with doing the job when we do start doing the job for you. Now, aside from that as well, you might actually want to stick with your current methods that you're using, and that's fine as well. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just us working with you to figure out what is best for you and what it is that you actually want. As a quick example, I'll run you through a few little things that we've put together for some of our clients. So, our policies, procedures, and methods are all put together using information that you provide to us. So we've got form templates and things like that that we'll go through with you. As an example, our reception support clients, we need to know what kind of inquiries we can expect. If we are to deal with complaints, we need to know the general business runnings as to what payment methods you have and payment terms. And we make ourselves responsible for obtaining all of this information before we actually start. So we try and get together as much as we can so that we don't have to harass you so much down the track. If we don't start off on the right foot and getting all of this stuff together, it actually negatively affects you later because we're going to need to be calling you all the time and disturbing you while you're trying to do your job. So we don't want to do that to you. We just want to get it done properly from the get-go so we're confident, we're happy, and we're able to just get in there and start the job for you. Now, to run you through some of the examples we put together for some of our clients, as a quick example here, we've put together, now this is a paper form, but basically it just runs over the service types of this particular client and what kinds of questions we need to ask of the customers who call and what kind of information we need to ensure we provide to them depending on the service itself. So this is where for a general, for a pest technician or something like that, we might input that, German cockroaches may require a 2-week retreat. That's something that we would say off the bat to anyone booking in a German cockroach treatment. As another example too, we've got, so this particular client, this is the methodology that we have actually put together for her when it comes to invoicing her clients and sending off the paperwork for her. So this kind of helps us, it gives us a script to stick to until, or an instruction set to stick to until such a point that we're all happy and confident and can go about with it almost autonomously, not having to think on every step that we're doing so much. We always refer back to it though. So for my reception clients, I will keep some of those notes open. I keep things on my desk here where I can easily access them and I can reach in and pull something out. So when the phone rings, I've got it there. I've got it all handy and I open it up and I'm quite organized. I tend to try and stay as organized as I can because it helps me to do this job as the best way that I possibly can. And organization is just one of those things that's always kind of hit really close to me and just kind of been a little bit natural. So I prefer things to be organized and in a certain order, which means that when I open up the folders, I know exactly where everything is and where where, all of the things are that I need to reference while I'm talking to people. Now, another way that we can do that too is we can put together some of those service instructions into a tally script. So in the tele script, we put together like essentially what looks a little bit like a form, and we put it all together, and it will have conditional logic. So I will click onto, we'll again go back to the pest control, to the pest controller, and we'll say that somebody has a termite related inquiry. So if I click termite related, it will pop up with my termite options. So what is it? Is it a PPI? Is it a termite inspection? Is it a termite treatment, etc.? If it's a termite treatment, then I might have instruction from the business owner that that inquiry is to be forwarded straight to them, and I'm not to interfere in it. That pops up. I'm all good. I'll put it all through exactly like that. If, however, it might be a termite inspection, then it will then prompt me to ask certain questions and provide certain information. So this is where it will say, when was your last termite inspection? Do you have any reason to suspect any activity? And from there, we go again with what pops up next. If we end up, there's no suspicious activity, they're just getting their general pest service, then I'll end up on my regular standard notes, which of course would be, to remind them that it's a visual inspection, make sure all areas are unlocked, access to the roof void and subfloor is available and stuff like that. So being able to organize all of those things and make it makes sense in such a manner that it's not just all up here for me, but it's all written down as well. It means that it's much easier for my business partner, myself, and one day if we ever expand it or anything like that, we've got all those notes there. The other thing to keep in mind too is that those training notes can later be used for you if you do outgrow us and you need to move towards training a full-time staff member. We can actually assist with that process and kind of getting somebody ready to do the job for you based off the notes we've put together. So there's value all over the place when it comes to our service and what it is that we can actually do for you. And as always, if there's any kind of queries or inquiries that come from watching this video, feel free to get in touch. We're always happy to kind of, answer any questions that you might have. And thank you so much for tuning in once again. Feel free to check out some of our other videos as well and get a little bit more information as to how our processes actually work.